Today's Wednesday Wander brings us to Rafes Chasm in the Magnolia section of Gloucester, Massachusetts. It's fairly easily accessible if you know where it is, but the parking lot is very easy to miss and only holds a few cars. This location has been called Rafes Chasm on maps since the 1850s. Prior to that, it was called Rafes Crack. Rafes Chasm was named after a freed slave named Rafe that settled near the chasm and built many of the rock walls on Hesperus Ave. Rafes Chasm has been carved into the rock ledge formed from the force of the sea over the years. It's about 200 feet long and 60 feet deep. The chasm itself is partly on private property, but when the tide is low, it's reachable by wading in some shallow water at the base of the rocks. The day that we were at Rafes Chasm, the tide wasn't low enough and it was far too cold to get in the water, so maybe next time. Rafes Chasm was the location that many of the ocean scenes in the movie The Bostonians were filmed. Here's one of them. So let's get wandering. The trail to the water is fairly short and it's easy to walk along. It meanders through a beautiful forest. As we get closer to the ocean, you can see the horizon line start to change as the ocean becomes more visible. Walking as you get closer to the water gets much more difficult. There's a lot of rocks to climb and many loose stones. There's boulders that you climb over. So I would recommend some really good hiking shoes if you want to come out into this area. The view is absolutely amazing though, as you'll see in a moment. From the rocks we're about to climb, on a clear day, you can see not just the open ocean, but you can see Kettle Island, you can see the Salem shoreline and the Marblehead shoreline, all from right up here on these rocks. It's a wonderful place to get away from it all and see the waves as they crash onto the shore and just sit and enjoy the scenery. Right around the time that a storm hits, the waves are absolutely phenomenal here, and they crash really hard against the rocks. As we walk further up the other side of the park, we'll get closer to the actual chasm, but it's blocked off by a fence, and part of it, well, most of it is private property at this point. As you can see, the rocks can be kind of hard to navigate. I don't think there were any vantage points that weren't absolutely beautiful here. You'll definitely want to come back here time and again if you visit. We really enjoyed watching the waves crashing up against the rocks. As we head back to the car, I wanted to thank you for watching today's Wednesday Wander, and to hit the like button if you enjoyed it, comment if you'd like, and subscribe so you never miss any of our Wednesday Wanders. Thanks again. Stay tuned for our next Wednesday Wander.